Welcome back to April and Epic Cowslips Year. We're teaching CLE Language Arts 500 Book 4, and it's recorded live right here in our classroom, so it's pretty raw, but I hope you enjoy. Grade 5, Lesson 11 on the dictionary, starting with some review. What is a proper adjective? It's an adjective formed from a if I've got a proper noun, America, what would the proper adjective be? American. It's a proper adjective is an adjective that names a specific type of thing, but it's an adjective formed from a proper noun. Can prepositions stand alone? No, they need objects, they need phrases. What is a word called that modifies a noun? What part of speech modifies nouns? Adjectives. Perfect. You got that right away. What does it mean to be concise?
To shorten down.
Okay, shorten down what we say, what we write. Put it as few of words as possible. And what words in titles should not be capitalized?
Words that are less than 3 or 3.
Good. Conjunctions or prepositions if they're less than 3 letters, and then a, and the. If they're in the middle of a title, they do not get capitalized. All right, let's diagram this first sentence up here. Penny, hand me the pepperoni for this pizza. Let's see if we can diagram it here. What is the verb?
Hand.
Hand. Who or what is to hand?
Penny.
Penny is, but look, penny looks to me like a noun with direct address. So that means we're going to put it up above here. Penny. And what is the subject?
You.
You. You hand who or what for a direct object? You hand who or what? You hand pepperoni. You hand pepperoni for who?
Me.
For me. So that means indirect object, me. You hand me the pepperoni for this pizza. Now where does the go? Under pepperoni. And where does for this pizza go?
Under ours. Hand. No.
I would guess it goes under pepperoni actually. For pizza this. Penny, hand me the pepperoni for this pizza. I think that's good. Okay, looking at these next sentences. We didn't see no red buds blooming yet. Marshall had no more sweet corn to sell. Which one is incorrect?
We didn't see.
Good. We didn't see no more red buds blooming yet. How could we correct it?
We didn't see red buds blooming yet.
Good. Just take out the no. Or we could also put in We could also put in any. We didn't see any red buds blooming yet. Last sentence. 3 of my cousins are school teachers. What is the verb? Are. What is the subject? Tricky.
No. 3
And what is the prepositional phrase?
of my cousin.
That we never ever find subjects in. The prepositional phrase. Alright. Now, years and years ago, people wrote however they wanted to write the English language. And some people spelled S's with, put S's in instead of F's. So the word safe would end up looking like this. Was it S's instead of F's? I think so. So the word safe might have even looked like this. Faith. The S's basically look like great big S. The S's looked like big F's. I think I'm saying it the right way. I don't think it, but yeah. The S's look like great big F's when they wrote. And people just spelled words however they jolly well wanted to. And so you would get a letter and you would have to just sound it out, hopefully, and hope it's right. Until mostly along came a guy named Daniel Webster. Well, first of all, I believe first of all along came the King James Bible. And that actually helped to standardize spelling because people printed a Bible in which all things were spelled the same. But then this guy named Daniel Webster decided he wanted to make a dictionary. And a dictionary is very useful because it tells us, first of all, how the words are spelled. And if a word is spelled this way in the dictionary, you can count on that is the correct way of spelling it. Now, when we open a dictionary, we'll notice that, first of all, there are guide words at the top of a page. This is the G page, and the first guide word is gang to gas station. That means that the first word on the page is gang, and the very last word is gas station. These words that are listed we call entry words, and they're in bold print. And we could look here if we're trying to figure out how do you spell garter snake. How do you spell it? You look good, gar. You can about half know. You can make a good guess at how it's spelled and search until you find the word. Then you know how it's spelled. Now, maybe the next question we have is, how do you pronounce it? And immediately following the word here, garter, is a pronunciation in parentheses. Garter, and then the next thing it says is noun, is telling you what part of speech it is. So it tells you how to pronounce the word, tells you what part of speech the word is, and then lists definitions, possible definitions. And it may list more than one definition. Here, gag. Gag could be a verb, and it means to tie a piece of cloth around someone's mouth to keep them from talking. It could be a noun. It could be that piece of cloth could be called a gag. And then informally, it could even be a joke, a gag that you tell. So it tells you the different ways words can be used, the different definitions. It will also sometimes list multiple pronunciations, ways to pronounce the words, such as if you look in your book on page 39, despot, D-E-S-P-O-T, it says despot and despot. Those are the two different ways. Despot or despot, actually, because it's accenting that syllable, despot. Two different ways to pronounce the word. It also lists here whether it's some synonyms for it. It gives authoritarian, a dictator, an oppressor. All these things can be found in dictionaries. They're very helpful to help us understand how to spell words, how to pronounce words, and how to use words in sentences. Okay, that's enough for the lesson, although I want to read the spelling words to you yet, so you know how they sound. On page 42, arrange, artist, balloon, canvas, charcoal, clash, crayon, depth, easel, frame, gallery, gaze, mottos, painting, pastel, position, prettiest, scene, shade, tint. Okay, all about colors and painting, isn't it? Carry on with your work.